welcome to Falcon Blues TV, and I'm delighted to have been invited to Goodbye to Goodison. 8 photographers of absolutely amazing talent have been brought in to show photos of Goodison Park and just how a match day should feel. The exhibition runs from the 5th of April to the 21st of September. So make sure you come down here and check it out. If you aren't going to Goodison, this is the perfect opportunity to come down, see all these pictures and just reflect, get your memories, get everything you need before we move on to onto Bramley Moor. So without further ado, I'm going to go and interview a couple of the photographers and catch you in a bit. Alright, welcome back to Falcon Blues TV, and I'm joined by Chris Wardle, the organiser of the Goodbye to Goodison exhibition here at the Liverpool Museum. Chris, thanks for joining us.
Nice one for having me.
Thank you for inviting us.
No problem at all.
Thirdly, thank you for picking my dad's photo as one of the exhibition photos.
That photo is one of my favourites just because it told such a good story about what Goodison is to me, and like that whole family tree of people who've been stewards in your family. That's probably not the only group of family members who've done that or have these stories to tell. That's really what I wanted to get my point across with the exhibition. Yeah.
So there's 8 photographers, including yourself.
Yeah.
Talk us through the decision making on the photos and the whole process.
Yeah. So we had I think I had about 300 photos to choose from, and I had to narrow that down to 18. So it was a big job. I got it down to about 60, and then I brought in quite a lot of staff from the museums to come and vote and let me know which ones they thought were best. And yeah, we got to this, so it kind of ultimately was my decision, but it's been a bit of a collective with the Museum of Liverpool staff, and I hope I've got a good range of what a match day experience is. So it's not just my match day experience, it's the experience of like yourself or someone who maybe goes to a different pub to me or doesn't even go to a pub. It's that whole like ritual and routine that we're trying to get.
And I suppose as well, this is more a case of if you can't get to Goodison now because you've only got 5 games left at the club, at the ground, this is a starting point to go, okay, well, you can go and catch your memories of when you used to go, or you can come here, then you can go do a stadium tour at Goodison, then you can go onto the new ground, and it's a great starting point for anybody who wants to come here.
100%. I think like if you go into the match, it's a nice place to come beforehand and just, collect your memories a little bit. If you're going to not make it to the game before the end of the season, you can come and look at places like St Luke's or the William Hill on the corner and the Holy Trinity, real landmarks of Goodison Park. And then after Goodison closes, it's going to be open till the 21st of September, so you can come and relive a bit of what Goodison is, and hopefully you get that that nostalgia hit.
And it'll be in a quiet area, so it's a good time to sit and reflect rather than sitting on the ground when it's loud and you're trying to collect your thoughts. Whereas here, you can go, I remember that. I remember that of the Holy Trinity statue, the William Hill. I mean, Phil and I, we lived at the bottom of Goodison Road, 99 Goodison Road for 30 years. Phil still lives in Walton. So seeing these photos as well, it's like, this is home. And as you were saying when you were talking before, what Joe Royle was saying, it's his home.
Definitely, and I think that's what I said. Joe Royle asked him what Goodison means to him in 3 words, and he said, my football home, and that's going to resonate with every Everton fan for me. Like this is meant to be the fans' experience. It's not what's going on the pitch. It's not what the bricks and mortar of the ground is and what we're losing in that way. It's what we're losing around the ground, the pubs and the chippies and the meeting places and the statues, the landmarks, St Luke's. We're not going to be able to do that before the match. We're going to have to relearn all that at Bramley Moor, and hopefully this just captures that a little bit, just gives it its moment.
When you're saying that, because we've got to try and recapture all this at Bramley Moor. This is, when you're looking at the pitch, it's organic. It's not manufactured. It's not being we're just going to, this is how you operate when you're at Goodison. It's like, no, this is someone's match day routine, and it's been their match day routine for forever, and now we've got to try and build that again, but do it in an organic way that it doesn't seem forced, doesn't seem false, doesn't seem, well, we're just in a shiny new state and we've got nothing. We've got to bring this.
Yeah, we've got to work out how to do it again. It's relearning. And I think, like, really appreciate you saying about it being organic, because that's why we got photographers who were predominantly fans. Like, I wanted them to be fans first. I didn't want, like, great photographers who don't follow Everton to come in and take amazing photos, because they'd be sterile. Like, this is the match day experience for me.
I mean, you look at the young lad there with that's his match day ritual.
Yeah, so you see this one, this is James Shenton. He's a fantastic photographer who captures portraits of people around the ground. So he's done one of himself, he's done one of loads of other people around Goodison Park. And like Sonny here, that's not my match day experience at all. Like, you wouldn't see me with badges all over me and a hat on and all that. But that's Sonny's Goodison Park. Like, that needs to be recognised. And that's really important to me. Like, it's not mine. And not all of these are mine, but like, hopefully there's a story for someone.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is; they all intertwine into one. I mean, this could literally just be one match day.
Yeah,
there should be like 10. You know, how many photos? They could all be different match days. But you look and they go, it's one match day. That's 2 to 3 hours before kick-off. Yeah, that's after the game.
Something around, hopefully feeling like a walk around Goodison Park a little bit. So you've got those quiet moments of like someone just stopping and having a bit of time to find out where his mate is or whatever, and then you've got like the chaos of the derby nights when all the players were going off and the pyro was everywhere, and you really captured what Goodison's all about. When it's angry and when it's really passionate.
But then when it's in its quietest moments, it's calm,
and that's just as important as those raucous moments, because that's probably most people's match days, really. The fanatical pyro going wild. That's, I love it, but that's not everyone. So making sure that was captured is really important to me.
That's it. Well, it's safe to say, the preview so far has been a success. Everyone's been made up with it. I've got my dad walking around in cosplay at the moment.
Look at him.
So
made up. So, look at that.
So get the sack on Saturday,
They let you out of Goodison then,
I'm all used to demonstrating.
You're happy with your photo though, yeah?
Oh, yeah. What fun, isn't it?
You can say you're in the Museum of Liverpool now as well, forever. Or maybe not forever.
We'll put you in the other one.
You take the driver's tour.
So it's been a great success. Chris, thank you for
nice one. No, thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope Falcon Blues followers come along and have a look.
So make sure you come to the Museum of Everton between the 5th of April and the 21st of September. And if you forget when that is, that's actually my birthday. So I'll be here on my birthday as a nice little treat for myself. Right, so I'm joined by Lewis. Lewis, the best Christian in here. I'm not just saying that because I'm being biased to be our fella, but genuinely this is just amazing. And to see my dad in the museum as well is amazing. And he's not in the mummy artefacts or
No, I've just been chatting to him. He's definitely not.
But talk us through this one, because it started from basically just him seeing you rather than you looking for him.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I always try and get a couple of photos looking in, see what's going on. And he spotted me with the camera. I think I'd been taking a photo of someone else. And he was like, lad, I'll get me photo. So he cleared. He cleared all the other stewards out of the way. He was like, move. And he was just stood there giving it low, up the toffees, and it was just. I was chatting to one of the guys earlier. Sometimes you take a photo and you just go, that's it. And as soon as I took it, because I sit in the main stand, so I don't really know many of the other stewards. And then I put it online, and you saw it, your brother saw it, everyone who sits in the park end, and it was just the outpouring of love for your dad. It was incredible, and I'm so glad he enjoys it. I know you'd shown it to him, but for him to kind of come and see it tonight this.
Enjoy it, I mean, the thing is, I can hear this picture. that's the thing. I think everyone who comes through the park end as well goes, Gate 66 fella. So, or anyone who knows him, go in and get thinking where there's originals off him. Because he's an owl fella. Or they'll go in and he's banging on the perspex, he's getting everyone going before the game. And that, like I say, I can hear this photo. I can hear them over there anyway. But this to me epitomises Everton. I mean, my dad was one of like the longest serving stewards at Goodison.
Yeah.
Like 40, nearly 50 years.
Wow.
So to see him immortalised in the museum, for me and the family, is just absolutely incredible stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been chatting to him, and he's such like a larger than life fella, and he was when I took the photo, and he is when he's seen it. And like, I had no idea at the time when I had to submit a load of photos. I had no idea they were going to pick this until a couple of weeks ago, and I was so made up. And to see it, it was part of the original press release going round, so it was in the Echo, it was in like national media, you know, and to see his photo and his smiling face and to see everyone like throwing their love out for him was, as a photographer, was fantastic. And like, just a fan of the place and the people at Goodison was brilliant.
It's like when I put that tweet out when I was trying to find you, because I know I'd seen the photo ages ago, couldn't find your username on Twitter and whatever, put it in there, found you within like 5 minutes of putting it out.
Yeah.
But then, it's just, like you said, just the outpouring and the positive messages about him, it's just like, that's my dad, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like me, Phil, my mum, so grateful for it, you know, and you should be proud of this, we're proud of it.
Yeah.
Whole exhibition, but to see him there, it's just incredible.
Yeah, I always, in photos, I try and like find something that people will enjoy or connect with, and like to see the connection that people have to that. He was just telling me that like there are lads that go in his gate now that are 30 odd, and he saw his little kids now taking their own kids in, and it's like, that's mad. It's fantastic, and I'm glad you guys like the photo. I'm glad that he loves it. Yeah, really happy.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Cheers, guys.
And welcome back to Falcon Blues TV.
Hello, thank you for having me on again.
I know.
It feels like we're always catching up for a little chat.
I know. So you've been part of this from pretty much the start since Chris organised it. How's it been? What's it been like? The reception to it as well?
Yeah, it's been an absolute whirlwind, to be honest. Been really overwhelmed, but like in a really, really nice and good way. Like, you know, all the sort of comments on social media have been really positive. All the comments tonight as well at opening night have been really lovely, really positive. And yeah, I think, you know, it's been quite emotional as well, because obviously titled Goodbye to Goodison, and you know, that's we're kind of on that countdown now. Four home games left, starting with Arsenal at the weekend, and yeah, it's the clock's ticking, and you know, kind of seeing all the photos up in the museum is kind of getting the memories going.
It's making it look more real now, isn't it? As well?
Yeah, so it's becoming a bit more real.
As well as the one we've got here, which is the main description of Goodison. You've got a couple further down, but this is the one that we wanted to stand by just to pick this one out as the favourite for you and the exhibition for yourself, is it? Or
yeah, I mean, I kind of changed my mind on which my favourite photo is of any of my photos, to be honest, all the time. I take like that many up, but this is Anne, who we're playing Nottingham Forest at home, obviously at home, and I just bumped into Anne and her husband John outside the Gladys Street, and they were taking a picture of each other outside the turnstile. So I just stopped them and said, would you like me to take some photos with my camera? And then we just got chatting, and they were talking to me about like Everton and my photography, and took their contact details so that I could send them the photos, just because I thought they were such a lovely couple, and you know, and interesting people to kind of speak to, and you know, kind of kept up that rapport with them, and then been lucky enough to invite them both tonight to come and see it, because she's one of the stars of the show. And I think, you know, there's a lot kind of spoken about at the minute and in recent times about like women in football. So to be able to have like a female, you know, an older female being represented in the kind of media and things is important. And you know, women have always been involved in football, and it's great to be able to give them that sort of platform. So yeah, she's just a lovely human being, and a lovely photo as well, and you know, it's memories for her and her husband and family to kind of treasure as well. And you know, it's just really emotional. That, you know, I can see her as we're talking in the background, and you know, she's kind of there with family.
She's loving
smiling,
it.
Yeah, you know, said we're going to turn you into a little superstar.
Bring it over, Anne, come and join us for a minute. Come on.
Yeah,
You all right? Right.
That's me, yeah.
So are you happy with everything, the composition and the lighting and everything? You happy with that?
It just happened by accident. I know. I didn't know it was getting picked, and when Chris said to me that this is one of the photos I picked, I was like, can I tell Anne that she's going to be in it? And I'm so glad I had your email so that I could do that and also invite them tonight. And I only found out yesterday that I was able to invite you, so I was like, I really, really hope you could make it and also see your email, because I wasn't sure. So yeah, it's just really nice that
We've had a really adventure. It's been really good.
I just love it. Yeah.
Well, how long have you been going to Goodison? And you don't mind me asking if I'm being not trying to be over.
Well, because I don't come from this area, if you know what I mean. I come from a place called Chorley, which is just south of Preston. And I met John, who does come from Liverpool. We can take Christmas do, if you will. And so yeah, I've been on paying the turnstile type of thing for quite a long time. And then his son had two daughters, so three of them had 6 season tickets. But as they went to university, they dropped off the tickets, if you know what I mean. So I ended up with one of them. Stuck with along with my son. And so they're about 10, 15 years, that's all.
Okay, so we just got back from the Goodbye to Goodison event at Liverpool Museum. I urge you all to attend. It's absolutely brilliant. It's going to be there from the 5th of April until the 21st of September. If you can't get to Goodison, it's a perfect opportunity for you to go and just think about the memories that you've got at Goodison Park before we move to the new stadium over at Bramley Moor. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm hopefully giving you a bit of inspiration to go out and take your own photos and make your own memories of Goodison Park. While it's here, we've only got a few games left, so make the most of it. Thank you to everyone at Liverpool Museum for inviting us, from Karen, Chris, and for all the photographers who've had a chat with us today, Laura and Lewis, who, Lewis took my dad's photo. Just boss. The family's buzzing, and you'll be too if you go view this. So up the toffee is Colin Chong. See you in a bit.